There's a reason why this is all happening at this time of night, okay?
Go.
Ow.
Go.
No, look at my hand. Look at my hand. You gotta be very careful. Ow. It hurts, Cam. How about we go read a book? What's going on? Cameron just, well,
Boo.
yeah. No, man, okay.
Go.
Oh, man. What are we doing? Okay, so this is what we're doing, okay? Watch. Ready? Watch. Ready, Kim? Okay. Here we go. Ready? Okay. We can't have any. Turn that down. Cameron, turn it down.
No.
Daddy's sleeping. Turn it down.
No.
Turn it down.
No.
I'm gonna take it away. You better turn it down now. It's too loud. No. Go punch out there. Go punch the bag. Then stop. If you're mad, go punch the punch bag. Take your anger out on that. Not anybody else. Do you understand? Knock it off. Don't do it again. I'll take this away for good. Do you understand? Now stop. Yeah. So what happened was, when I was at the hospital, Cameron woke up. Aaron texted me saying he's up, he's looking for you. And so I was like, so Aaron tried his hardest to get him to sleep. And he wouldn't go back to bed. So, so, you know, what do you think happened? What are we doing? Cam woke up. Yeah, so Cam woke up and he wouldn't go back to bed. So I came home and he was up.
Mommy.
And so he didn't go to bed until, because he went to bed at 7, and usually he would he usually doesn't wake up. So I don't know if he felt something. I don't know. But he did wake up, and of course he had that really long nap, 5-hour nap from 7 to 10, because that's when he woke up. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 3 hours, whatever. Did not go to bed until 3:30 in the morning, almost 4. And then I woke up at 9 and then went to bed at 1. And I was out doing some work just to distract my brain and something different. And found it turned out he was sleeping. And I came home and he woke up at 6. And I was like, okay, Aaron.
Mommy.
Yes. So that's why this is happening. We are off schedule. Go lay down with Daddy, please.
No.
Yes.
Mommy.
Then let's go.
No.
No, you just said.
No.
Okay, I don't even know. Okay. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's okay.
Mommy.
You need to go lay down.
No.
Yeah, I know. Are you feeling okay? Yeah. Hmm?
Mommy.
Oh my word. I gotta get you back on track.
No.
Yes, I do.
No. 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 I'm done though. I'm done.
Oh my God, son. It's one of those days, dude. Come on.
No. No.
Maybe stress.
No.
Thanks for the paper crane. I tried, Ashley. I even gave him a melatonin just to kind of like see if I could get him to sleep. Cause I was gonna try and get him to school and get him back in routine, and it's not working. So we were laying down in bed. Don't pick your nose. So. Yeah, we do some white noise sometimes. I usually don't have a problem with this. I usually have a good start on a Monday, but because I was at the hospital and I wasn't home, he didn't fall back asleep. Because Aaron has to go to work tomorrow. So that's why. So I just told the teacher what I just said, listen, I'm sorry. I explained what happened with me. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah. Yeah, the teacher understood. I would like for him to go to school because I could rest. I'm still having cramping. And I feel I don't feel good at all, actually. I feel very nauseous. But Aaron needs to wake up and help you. He works in the morning. Oh yes. Lay your head down. Come on, close your eyes. Shh. This is nice. What happened to the music? Put that back on. Put the music back on. Put the music back on, bud. That was so relaxing.
Hi.
That was relaxing.
No.
I did turn the lights off. He turned them all on. I turned them off. You turned them all off.
Hey. Choo-choo.
I'm gonna turn off the lights again, okay?
No. Choo-choo.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the lights off, okay?
No, Dad. Choo-choo. Dad.
Come on, Cam. We gotta go to bed. Yes.
Choo-choo. Dad.
Please, son.
No.
Why not?
Choo-choo.
Oh, I know, because you got 5 hours of sleep. That's why. That's why. Yeah.
Choo-choo. Dad.
On the iPad, you can turn it down a little bit. Alright. Oh. I'm just gonna turn the brightness down. I'm just gonna turn the brightness up. No.
Mommy.
Cameron. Yeah. What?
Mommy. Mommy.
What? How about we just turn this off? Lights go off. We go in the bedroom. We sleep and we go night night. Why not?
Mommy.
I'm right here. I'm not going nowhere.
Dad.
My phone's gonna die.
No.
Okay, how about we watch this? Look at 2 hours, super relaxing baby.
No.
The babies are sleeping. Sonic's sleeping. Sonic is sleeping. So is Tails. Life is so not fair and everybody just doesn't get their way. Why? My phone's gonna die, but I'll charge it later. Well, tomorrow he is not. He's not taking a nap tomorrow. Not on my watch. We gotta get you back on routine, as mommy does. He feels too deep, you can tell. 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 You can literally see my veins. Well, I don't know if you guys can or not, but it's very, very hard to tell in this freaking picture. But my feet, hold on a second. I don't know. Hold on, let me turn off the comments. So, my veins don't really look like this, and they're worse in picture. But then, it was all over my body. It was on my abdomen, my neck. Hold on. I was even I don't know if you guys can tell where that vein is right there in my leg. I don't know why you guys can't tell. But, and then my neck, I'll show you my neck. So you can see where I had the veins coming all the way from my neck up to my chin. And so it was, and mind you, every body is different. So when I say we have veins, yeah, we all have veins. But the problem that I was having was my veins were more visible and they were bright. And they were actually brighter in person because by picture you can't really tell. And so what happened to me was I had a period, which I thought it was a period. It was on the 9th and the 10th. It was very light. It wasn't heavy. It wasn't light. It was just whatever, right? Okay, well, what happened was I stopped bleeding. And then what happened was I started to getting like some cramping, like period cramps. But no blood, no bleeding, just cramping and lower back pain. And then I was having increase vaginal discharge, which was very mucousy for 10 to 12 days. I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell. No, not really. Well, I don't know if you guys can tell, but right, I don't know. You can't really tell in this picture. But down, if you can tell, you can tell, but it's not really a good picture. If you can tell, you can tell, but it's not really a good picture. But down, if you can tell, you can tell, but it's not really a good picture. Can you tell? There. Is that better? I don't really know if you guys can tell. Then, my feet got worse. It got swollen. The vein, so you can clearly see a good picture of my veins popping out of here. That is what it looked like on my abdomen, my breast, my chest, my neck, my feet, my legs. It was everywhere. I mean, all the way up. It was insane. And so that stuff, it was just, my body was just really, really messing up. It was doing some really weird crap. And so before the veins happened, hold on. Hold on, give me a second. And then you could see it kind of going on, like my hands going up. And mind you, my veins do not do this. They are very light and not like that. They don't really show like that. I've never had that before done. Yeah, no. So that, my body doesn't do that. And then, try to show you something that actually happened. Hold on a second. Hold on. So, alright, so this is what it kind of looked like after my period happened. After, like, so my period was in the 9th to 10th, then stopped bleeding, then it was no bleeding, then cramping, then lower back pain. Then I got that discharge first, 2 days later. And then that one, it was very mucusy. And then, this is TMI stuff, so be aware. Boys, leave the room. Then it was this one. So then I was getting that kind of discharge for like 10 to 12 days. It was just white, long. It was like 2, maybe 3 times it would happen each day. And it would just come out. It would just be so wet. And it wasn't ovulation. It was, because I tested for ovulation. Like, well, what if I'm ovulating? So I just kept telling myself, I mean, we are stuck, we're trying, but like, I don't know. I wasn't really thinking I was because of my issues. So I'm just like, I guess we'll wait. Well, the veins didn't happen until after the discharge stopped. So when the discharge stopped, then the veins started to appear on my chest and breast. And then my breast got really, really swollen, really, really big. And then the veins just got worse and worse and worse. And that started probably like a week later. And I still have those veins still this day. Then there was like a couple people that were telling me, Gabby, you need to go to the doctor. You need to go to the hospital. This is not normal, blah, blah, blah. Because I was like, well, what if it's my adenomyosis? What if it's my endometriosis? What if it's this? What if it's ovulation? What if it's just blah, blah, blah? I wasn't really trying to say that it was PREG. So it's just like, no, I'm not going to the hospital. I'll just wait till I get my period next month. So I kept pushing it off. I was like, I was like, I'll call the OB/GYN later. So I was taking my ovulation test to see if I did ovulate that.
Mommy,
Yeah, honey.
mommy.
You want mommy? And see if I did ovulate, and I didn't ovulate. Usually I do ovulate every month, but I didn't last month, which was very abnormal. So then I was very tired. I had no energy. I stopped taking my medication because I didn't really want to do anything in case I was, So I'm like, whatever. I'll just cut down or cut back, and I stopped taking my other medications. And then I got really super tired, and then you guys know about the cravings. Not cravings, but I just ate so much for a couple days, and then it went away, and I didn't really think about it too much. And then what happened was I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my period on. I was supposed to get my period on the 8th of this month, okay, which I did, kind of. There you go. And then what happened was it was like brown and pink. It was like this dark brown with like a tint of pink. And I was like, okay, well, maybe it's old blood, and maybe it's just, I'm gonna actually get my period the next day. So then I'm like, okay, well, I guess we'll see. And then during all of this, I was still having back pain. I was still having cramping. My mom thought it could be an ectopic pregnancy because of having so much pain in my back and my pelvic area. But I'm just like, no, I don't think it is. And there was one day where I threw up just once. It wasn't like multiple times. It was just once. And so then I had watery diarrhea. It was just one time though. But I didn't feel sick. No other symptoms of like flu and stuff. It was just one and done. And then I didn't really feel nauseous at all actually until I would say about last week. That's when I started to feel a little bit nauseous. But it wasn't bad. And then it got red. So I'm like, well, maybe it's my period. Well, then I had a blood clot, and the blood clot was wrapped in tissue. Like there was tissue in my blood clot. And so I was like, and I took one test. It was negative back in the first week of the 9th, and it was negative. And then I took it again the second week, and I did get like a little faint line. But I was like, well, I guess we'll find out. So I really wasn't trying to I don't really know. Just my body was just really going through something. And so I just went to the hospital and they did a workup. And yeah, that's, I don't want to say the word because I'll start crying, but I don't know. It wasn't. I wasn't expecting that, and like they did blood work. They did they ran an STD because of the increased vaginal discharge. They were like, well, you could probably have like an STD, and I'm like, the nurse goes, I don't think you have one, but because of your symptoms and the increased vaginal discharge, I would say let's go ahead and just make sure that you don't. Then they ran a thyroid. Then they ran the kidneys. Then they ran a cardiac because of my veins. In case I had a blood clot that was in my arteries or whatever, which I don't think it was that. But then they did a lot of workup. They my kidneys, my blood, whatever. I was a little dehydrated, but that was it. And then after just some red blood, it went straight to pink. It was just pink and brown. And that was it. It wasn't a full period. It was just when I would wipe, and that would be it. and it would be very, very little. And then the clots. And then that's when I went to the hospital. So I was like, if I wasn't pregnant, then I was like, maybe there's a blood clot because obviously something was going on with me. It was just very abnormal. So, I know a lot of TMI stuff, but I don't know. I don't really want to go into more details, but you want more? I made an appointment with my OBGYN, so I'll have more answers on what's going on. Turn the comments on. Well, they said I had a, I don't want to say it down here. You guys can message me. I don't want to say it because I know I have haters watching me right now. Thanks, Jamie. I went through one with my best friend. I've messaged you 100 times. I did message a lot of people back though. No, it was not a topic. No, it was not. Nope. I was less than a month. Only a few weeks, not even. But it was close to a month. They just told me I need to see an OBGYN to see if I need a DNC because they don't do it there, which I don't think I need one because, I mean, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but I made an appointment with my OBGYN, so I don't really know what they're going to do or say. So I'm waiting they just told me to go home and rest and take it easy, and then they gave me a full liter of IV. I was on a bolus, whatever you want to call it. It's okay. I mean, I don't know, but like, I'm still having, like, there's just, I don't know. I don't really know. My discharge that I'm still having with my vaginal is just pink. It's just pink. There's no red, there's no brown. It's just pink, and there is some clots and there is tissue there, I can tell. So I don't know if it's just emptying out and it's cleaning out. I don't know. My body's really doing some really weird things. I still have cramping. My lower back hurts. I told my mom about this. But I don't really want to talk about it anymore because it's just. What did you do today that made you smile? Actually, I kind of laughed because I had a screw in my tire. I'm going to see my OBGYN. Did they say why my veins were like that? It's one of the signs that in early pregnancy, because your hormones, because of the blood flow of the when you conceive, your hormones are rising and your blood flow is insane. So that's where your veins become more visible. And especially because I had veins on my abdomen, that was very, very, very weird. That's what really got me. Because I usually with periods, your veins do the same thing when you get your period. I mean, it's because your hormones. So I mean, it doesn't matter if you're pregnant or not. You still have that. But it was just coming all over my body. What's on the agenda for tomorrow? I don't know. My son's having an off day or off 2-day schedules. I'm trying to get him back on the schedule. So I probably just stay home and just rest. So they did a pelvic exam, but and a pelvic like ultrasound, and they didn't do what did they do? They didn't do what was it called? What was it called? THC? No, it's not it. I can't remember what they called it. I can't remember, but that was negative. Answer what? I'm not answering that. It's not. Never mind. No, not HGC. No, it was another one for an STD. But they ran an STD and it was negative. Not gonorrhea? No. They ran so many tests because of the increased vaginal discharge, but everything came back negative. No UTI, no infection, nothing. Like my white blood cells were normal. Yeah, it was just, my cervix was open. I'm okay, blessed mama. No, I was just showing some stuff. That's good. People are here to protect you, Mama. We got you. Thank you. You know, and it's because like I have that stupid adenomyosis and endometriosis, and it, you know, I was afraid of, even when I discussed it with Aaron, just trying to have another one before getting a hysterectomy. I was like, because honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I'm over this every fucking month. It's just I hate it. Like I don't want it anymore. And like I don't know, like I'm not saying like it's not impossible, but I don't know. I just feel like because with my endometriosis that I had with Cam, I didn't have adenomyosis, which is, I've heard with adenomyosis, it's something about it kind of stops the implantation. Like it doesn't, the egg does not fertilize. Like it stops the process. And that's why it causes a lot. It and so I'm like, well, I don't know. I have no clue. And then we were gonna try like the Mucinex, because you know Mucinex, you know, it's on TikTok. You know, they're like, you know, you can use the Mucinex and you can, you know, loosen up the cervix, like, you know, like when you're mucus, like when you have a cough or whatever, and it's thick. And you know, they say whatever. So it's like, yeah, let's try like, you know, use. So I'm gonna try the Mucinex and see if that works, if that's really true. Well, I have Cameron home tomorrow, Jamie, because I'm trying to get him back on schedule. Really to show the paperwork just to get other people. I mean, yeah, but then if I do that, like what? Gabi wrote that. Whenever I showed paperwork, remember how all the haters were like, yeah, Gabi, that's not true. Gabi's a liar. Gabi wrote that. Just like with my endometriosis and adenomyosis that I posted. And look what they said. Like, I don't, like, I don't, it's not like, it's not the truth. It's what they want. But even if I did, they would tell, I mean, I guess, I mean, well, actually, I want to shut them up too. I tried shutting them up with the endometriosis and the adenomyosis because I knew I wasn't lying. Look at my page. Look how many my charts and medical stuff that I posted over and over again, and look on Reddit and look at what they said. Even if I even me posting about the surgeon telling what the fuck happened to me in great detail. But yet again, I'm the liar. And that's not my paperwork, or you didn't have, like, it's just, Like, even, like, I showed, like, the text messages. Gabi said that. Gabi did that. Oh, Gabi did the Craigslist. Gabi did the Facebook post. Yeah, it doesn't matter what the paperwork says. No, you're good, Ashley. I don't know. I'll have more answers when I go to see my OBGYN. And she can do a pelvic exam and she can look at me. But speaking of my blood work, I mean, they said it was normal, but my levels were a little bit elevated, but I mean, not my white blood cells, but it was a point over. So, I mean, I guess they just don't really, if it's a point over, it's not like a big deal, I guess, to them. But maybe they're just looking for some stuff that's major. But they said everything was normal. So I was like, well, I don't know. I just told myself last night that it's God's timing. And if God wants, it was God's plan. Maybe it's not the right time, and I just have to accept it. But I just really want another one, and then I'm done. And then it's a hysterectomy. But like, the older you get, the harder it is. You only have so much years until you know how it works. They didn't check the levels. They just did a pelvic exam where my cervix was open. I had the girl saying, take all the labor parts from me after one more. I'm done with them after that. Seriously, Riley. When you quit trying. Yes, everyone tells me that. Yes, I know. I know. And maybe that's what I have to do. I don't know. It just sucks. It just really fucking sucks. Like, I just, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta be careful on what I say. All the stupid haters. That's my tech when I say, have you tried turning it off and on again? That's funny. That's funny. I had 6 in 10 years. Wow. Anyway. And then, I mean, I don't care if you guys know about this. It's whatever. But on, you know how they're posting it all over Facebook and Craigslist about, like, all this stupid crap that's about me and whatever. And I'm not, you don't have to talk about it in here because I don't want the haters to come after you. But if anyone knows how to email Facebook, like the main Facebook, not the admins, because I already did that, but the main people, can you message me? Or can you guys go report it for me? I think I just need a stronger group here. No, you're good, Riley. Yeah. Well, it's even like, they even did like on Reddit, Spark, Cape Coral, that has 12,000 people on there. And you know what they said? They said that I delivered groceries with my bloody period fingernails. And they said that, be aware of Gabrielle, J-A-C, blah, 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 who is a Spark driver who has done da. Oh, yeah. I wish I was fucking lying. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yup. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, Jamie. Mm-hmm. So, I can't even tell you. I just can't even tell you. And then how, like, you know, it's on Facebook, Craigslist, Nextdoors, whatever. And it's a few pages, but saying how, like, I'm a child abuser, a dog abuser, whatever. They even have Aaron's mugshot up there. That was years ago. That wasn't even related to any of that stuff. And then how I'm frauding the government, how I'm just whatever, scamming people, where I live. It's bad. It's really bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree, Riley. Yeah, where I live, yeah. Have you ever gone to your local FBI field office? No, I have not. I don't even know how to do all that. I really don't. I just feel like the police and the courts just let me down. I mean, you know how it is, the justice system. It's all corrupt. CPS, the court system, family court. It's all fucking corrupt. That was back in Illinois. And it wasn't like I said FBI should look into this. I did have the police try to look into it, but that was back in Illinois. I'll do that tomorrow. Thanks. Like, if it was true, I could see that. But, or like if there was a CPS case open and it literally said that, it said child neglect. Okay, fine. If I went to jail for that, or if I got, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff, fine. Okay, call me out on that. Whatever. If I went to jail for being a fraud or frauding the government, okay, fine, that's true. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's, you, like, how is it okay for someone to say something like that? Just, I don't even know. They specialize in that. What do you mean? There was a couple posts that said allegedly, and and then some other posts that said I am, I do abuse or something, whatever. You have enough evidence, honey. Yeah. I do have a lot of evidence. I just don't really know how to really go forward, but I'll look into all that. Thank you for telling me about that. You know, somebody messaged me on here and they were talking about what they done to, like, how she sat back for like a year and watched me, and the same thing happened to her. And she said, Gabi, it was like point on how they switched the narrative on her, how they made up all these things just to make her look bad and attack her, and so that she would yell and scream and make her look unstable, make her look like she's crazy on the internet. And I was like, when I heard that, I was like, damn. I was like, they did that to you too? And I was like, shit. And then she said that, you know, she had to get off, but she told me, she's like, I'm gonna come back on and I'm gonna share my story. I'm like, you should. You should. You really should. I did IC3 Gov. I already did that. I did that 5 times already. And nothing. I mean, if I really had a lawyer, that would take on this case, like a cyberbullying case, which is very, very rare to find one. It's very rare. I think there's like one lawyer here that would take my case. But I would have to start saving up. And there's not like a lot of pro bono lawyers that would, because, you know, there's different lawyers for different cases. And lots of lawyers will not take a case because they're not trained in that area. So it's like it's a two-way street. But Danny thinks I'm stupid for even like trying to go to the police or trying to get justice for my family. I'm like, Danny, how can you say that? Like, I'm your sis, dude. It's fucked up. Which big city are you near? That I don't really know. Like, wait, like what city I'm in? Or just like around me? That's the biggest. I mean, yeah, that part I really don't know. But you know what? I don't really care if you guys know the page. You guys can look it up yourself. I don't really care. It's not even... So the Facebook pages are... Here goes nothing. I think it's like Cape Coral Classifieds or something like that. And it's under Mark and Macy. That's who posted it. And then Hannah B. Like around such as Tampa, Miami, Orlando. Maybe Tampa? Orlando's like 4 hours away. Miami, no. It should either be Tampa or Orlando. And what do you mean, like, look at the field office? You mean, like, FBI office? Or, like, my police department? The Facebook page is Cape Coral Classifieds. Oh, man. Mark and Macy is the one that posted it. Also, I don't know if you want to, but you can look on Reddit, Cape Coral, and you can see about the spark driver, and you'll see my name there. Unless they took it down, but I don't know if they did or not. Might be worth a drive to go in person to the FBI. I think I have a picture of it. Hold on. There you go. Horrible neighbor warning. There you go. This ledge is the problem. Yeah, well, that one. You want to see the one that they did with Spark? I'll show you that one. Oh yeah, that's another one. Hold on. Hold on. That's another one. That's actually the admin. Hold on. That's like the admin that I messaged. Hold on. Whoopsies. But it's that page though. Hold on. It's the dog place. Oh yeah, here's the petition. Here's the petition that they're doing. There's that one. Oh, here's my tire. Look. With my screw. All right. Where's that one with the spark? Hold on. I'll try and find that. Here's that one. See, here's what it says. Get to know your neighbors. Scammer, SSI, and welfare fraud, child abuse, and neglect. Here's that one. This is on Facebook. You got all of these saved in an album, right? Uh-huh. I sure do. I have everything saved. I can't tell you how much evidence I have. It's like handing money. It's like handing candy to a lawyer. I have 3 years of this fucking shit. It's horrible. I want to see about this spark though. Hold on, let me see. I mean, even when you look me up, have you tried the FBI? Yeah, well, I may have to do some digging tomorrow. I mean, this is just perfect. Cyber crimes will have a field day. Go in person. I'm telling you from personal experience. Okay, I'm gonna follow you. I will. I'll make some phone calls. And then, Spark. I'm trying to think where Spark is. I know I sent a picture on that one. Alright, so I just got this text message that just came in, okay? This just came in right now. I never gave out your number. As you can see, I crossed off your number. Hello.